so I don't talk to my mum's side of the family. She's a narc, and there's a heap to that. However, I was in touch with my uncle, his wife my auntie-in-law, and was quite close to their 29-year-old daughter. About 12 months ago, my uncle and aunt cried poor and asked if my partner and I could help them out, lending them 3,000. We didn't flinch. We selflessly said of course, and that was that. They kept saying they were chasing money to pay us back, and we eventually just told them not to worry about it. See it as a gift from our hearts. Over 6 months ago, my uncle and auntie came to visit. My auntie broke her ankle as one of our chairs gave way from underneath her kitchen table chair. We felt so bad and apologized profusely, and they approached us asking us to get onto our house insurance so they can claim financials lost due to the injury. Of course, we did that, knowing the awful situation changed all aspects of them working as per normal. My partner and I have been in financial difficulties due to stuff around on the sale of our investment property. We have no tenants due to us selling, and we were screwed over big time by a company that was set on buying our home, delaying the process for months without a deposit, only to pull out in the end after 4 months. So the property has been on the market for way too long, and we've had 2 mortgages and sets of rates to cover, hence our financial strains. It was this passing weekend I went on a girls' weekend with my auntie and cousin. My auntie was quite drunk, and it came out that the uncle and aunt received 18,000 in compensation for her injury, and that they all, including my cousin, of which I would class as my best friend or sister, kept it quiet and hid it from us. I was absolutely devastated knowing they knew this, and they didn't offer any of that money to help us financially now that we are in desperate need of a little financial support. They knew we have holds on all of our debts due to this. I left the following morning while they were asleep, as I was stewing on it all night, and sent them texts to explain why I left and how I felt. I didn't confront them in person because in the moment of finding out, they both didn't acknowledge my shock and disbelief of what I just heard, and my cousin just up and left to go to bed. They both came back swinging in their replies and turned it all around, accusing me of being so rude for up and leaving, and that my cousin was the victim because she's in the middle of it all. They both made me feel guilty and missed the whole point of my decision to leave. I'm so hurt and disappointed by their secrecy. Wouldn't you think they would have told my uncle it's only right to tell us about the 18,000 and pay back their 3,000? They got nasty in the end and did all that they could to make themselves the victims in all of this, especially Miss Spindler's 29-year-old cousin, protecting her parents, now labeling it as she is in the middle of this all and felt it wasn't her place ever to tell me about this. They are greedy, scamming people. Money is what is important to them. I believe I made the right choice to block all contact moving forward. Their gaslighting responses were a trigger of my mother's behavior, and I choose not to have toxic lying family take advantage of my generosity anymore.